Hey Taurus, welcome to your next 3 months ahead reading. We're going to be looking at January, February, and March for you beautiful Taurians here. If you're new to my channel, welcome. This is the Flourishing Mystic. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. It's a pleasure to have you here again. So this is going to be a special reading because it's going to give us a bird's eye view of what we can expect in the coming months. What general themes, blessings, okay, excuse my voice, Taurus. I'm working through some throat chakra stuff. I feel like it's an activation, really. So Taurus, if you're a fellow Taurus, you know we always have some throat stuff going on. So let me tune in to the next 3 months for Taurus. Okay. So we have January, Skull. This talks about endings, the number 29. We have Anchor, stability coming in for February. The number 16 is coming through as well. And for March, Crown, personal power, the 28th. Very beautiful energy. I'm actually loving this because I'm seeing almost a perfect transition energy. You have succulence, resilience as your overarching, or rather underlying theme over the next 3 months. So I'm going to place that right here. Hopefully you can see it. And let me just tune in for a second here, Taurus. Skull and endings is pretty self-explanatory. January can bring about some change, some transformation. We have that skull energy. It's immediately giving me Scorpio energy, transformation. It's like the pre-season before something major coming in for you. We have Anchor coming in for February, and it's like there's some sort of clearing happening here, and it's almost like it's in preparation. I just noticed this is a brand new deck for me. I've only used it once, and we have March and September here. And the number of 11. So between March and September, I feel like this is going to be a very strong period for Taurus, where you're going to feel some major shifts in your life, in the course of your life, in your destiny. I don't know why the word success is coming through for this time period. We're going to unfold this reading to get more. But really the endings can be just what no longer serves you. It can be as simple as that, because I'm seeing growth coming through that skull. So this is going to be an opportunity to not only expand and grow. I know we talk about this a lot in the spiritual community, but it's like you get to show yourself what you're made of. You get to show yourself what you're made of at this time. And I'm being drawn to the succulence resilience card and how these plants are so resilient. My mom bought me a succulent about, I think it was in 2019. And that thing is still holding on. I've been meaning to replant it. It has the potential for so much growth. I feel bad. But that thing is still holding on. So something about you still holding on and still persevering, or you about to really embody this energy or get to know this about yourself, is going to be it's going to be positive for you, because not everybody has that resilience that you do. So not to compare, of course. I don't want this to be a reading of comparison. Okay, so moving into February, keep in mind, I had other decks, right? We're going to be unfolding this one by one, layer by layer. So in February, we have the anchor and stability card, and there's something around the home that is going to be very strong. You could be moving to an ideal location, home. I'm getting storefront for you business owners. But I'm getting overall stability and you feeling like your home is a safe place. Your home is a safe haven. Your home is sort of like a symbolism of maybe your hard work. So you really take care of the home from the inside out. It is noticeable to other people as well. You could be moving. Okay, I'm getting moving. To a newer home, to a bigger home. You could be upgrading, downgrading, whatever fits your needs at this time. And I'm getting a home that could be possibly built. Okay, some of you are building a home at this time as well in the month of February. But once more, I'm going to be unfolding this reading, so stay tuned. In March, we have the Crown card, the personal power card. This is beautiful. And I don't think it would be a Taurus reading if this kind of energy didn't come through. Taurus being ruled by the Empress in the Tarot. So, Taurus, by March 2024, you recognize your personal power, your personal authority. You start to embody who you know you truly are. I feel like this is a time of no longer needing to accommodate other people, try to fit in, dim your light, dim your beauty to make other people feel safe and secure. I know a lot of Taurians, not a lot, some Taurians shy away from competition. This is not about competition. This card came through for Geminis. And the analogy of that flower meme that I'm sure you've seen on Instagram, where it's like a flower doesn't think about competing with the flower next to it. It simply blossoms. Okay, I don't know exactly how it's phrased, but you get the gist. You are a beautiful flower, and it's kind of your turn, not kind of, it is your turn to blossom. And it doesn't matter if other flowers, other people are blossoming around you in your career or whatnot. It doesn't matter. It feels like the age of Aquarius. I mean, we don't know for sure. There's debates over this question if we're really in the age of Aquarius. But with Pluto going into the sign of Aquarius, especially in our 10th house, it's a time for a blossoming, not competing. Okay, there's space for all of us here to bloom. This is going to be a transformative period for the collective, but especially Taurians. Okay, especially Taurians. There's an awakening of you and your spirit and some sort of source and strength of personal power at this time. So let's proceed to unfold. Let's open up this January energy, beloved spirit, for Taurus. Taurus's highest good. Open up this skull endings. What would you add to this reading to serve Taurus here? The Empress. The Empress card is coming through for you, beloved Taurus. This is a positive sign and symbol of renewal. Okay, I'm getting regeneration. I'm getting your cells regenerating. I'm getting your hair. I'm getting nails. Okay, there's something regenerating and strengthening that comes from within you. So like I'm getting hair, skin, nails. You're going to see maybe signs of aging in reverse is what I got for Taurus, aging in reverse, and it could have to do with some sort of ending or some sort of letting go and shedding of a skin or an outdated way of thinking or believing about yourself and your life that has kept you stuck. Okay, or this could have been a bad relationship or a bad job that maybe aged you There's something about letting go of something that doesn't belong in your life. You know it doesn't belong in your life. You know it doesn't serve you. That assists you and allows you to age in reverse here. The Empress card is also about growth in a positive way. It's some sort of blessing, some sort of conception of something, an idea, a business, a baby. It's the birth of a new you. I'm also getting a birth of a new you. And I feel like this is going to contribute to that March to September period. Look how there's a crown here. You have the Empress. I knew this card was going to come through. There's a connection here to March where you're going to see, wow, the real transformation. You know how the beginning part can look, how do I say this? It's like when you get a haircut. Some of us don't want to get haircuts because we don't want to lose the length of our hair. But once we do, that hair is going to grow stronger and thicker. It's going to look healthier as it continues to grow. Okay, so you may need to prune something out of your life in order to see some healthy growth. And I feel like you're going to start to see, because there's all this energy about plants and this pregnant Empress, and it's just reminding me of when you plant your seeds, you're not automatically going to see the blossoming or the plant or the flower grow or the crop grow. It takes some time. So January could be this formidable time that gets you on the right path in terms of your thinking, in terms of your habits, in terms of you letting go of what no longer serves you, what's getting in the way of you living your best life. This feels like a real time of starting fresh. It is, the first month of the year. Planting your seeds right this year, planting your seeds right, and don't shy away from planting your intentions at this time. There's a new moon coming up on the 11th. Hopefully I'll have this reading uploaded for you. During the new moon, it's a beautiful time to set intentions. You probably know this, but maybe you've been too busy or disconnected from your journal lately. This is a time to reconnect, Taurus. Set some real goals for yourself, because I sense that this is a year that they're going to become tangible and real for you. Let's look into February. We have the Anchor Stability card for Taurus. Open up this energy for Taurus's highest good. How can we serve Taurus here? February 2024, Taurus. We have Judgment. Very interesting. I don't know why I'm getting this word embodiment and sort of like a download as well. You're downloading your highest self, the highest version of yourself, the self you could always be. So if Taurus, you were always a shy person since you were little, this could be a time where you shed that aspect of yourself. Maybe that was something you grew up with, or parents or teachers told you were shy. Some of you felt disconnected from that notion and never wanted that label to begin with, but it kind of stuck. This could be a time between January and February where you kind of peel off and peel away all of the labels that were imposed upon you since you were very young, from people around you, or maybe from yourself as a form of self-protection. I'm getting the shy label, okay? Some of you won't resonate with that energy, and there's new downloads and frequencies coming through to you. I'm getting abundance frequencies, wealth frequencies, well-being frequencies. being downloaded to you. And this is a safeguarded process. I don't see any interference with this. This is going to be an inevitable process the month of February. Okay, the month of February. We got this anchor card. And it's like an anchoring in. Something settles in, this new download, this new frequency that is going to set the tone March moving forward. They do say the real new year starts when the sun goes into Aries, or when we have the spring equinox, right? So I'm sensing around that time, and it's no surprise we have the 28th there. So even around the 28th of the month, you are going to feel this frequency and embody it and embrace it. As it's like, how do I describe this? You know, sometimes we have this intuitive feeling that we will be successful, but it's not yet here. But somehow you just know success or wealth or well-being or love is on the way. You don't know how to describe that feeling. It's an intuitive feeling and gut feeling. In March, it's like this anchors in these new frequencies, and this could be something you're applying to yourself. You could be reading books about this, like The Biology of Belief, or Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Joe Dispenza, or any number of books that teach you about integrating or connecting and aligning to the frequencies that you want to align to. This works, and it's going to work for your life and make a huge impact is what I'm seeing here. The power of belief. The power of belief is going to get you to the next level, to get you to really wear the crown. Some of you knew that you were destined for greatness, but haven't had access to the crown or haven't felt comfortable to wear it yet. March, it's like it embarks this new journey of you feeling comfortable and confident enough to wear that crown, Taurus, and wear it proudly. And that crown symbolizes just about anything you want it to. Like I was talking about, the frequency of abundance, success, being seen for who you are, love, whatever the case is, wearing it proudly. Let's look into March now for our beautiful, beautiful Taurians here. Energy for March for Taurus's highest good. The Knight of Wands. This is when the fun begins, Taurus. This is when the fun begins and the passion and the spark. It's like you're aging in reverse. I keep getting that message because you're shedding a lot of you that is not really you. It's the labels, it's the insecurities, it's the self-sabotage, it's the unkind words that you may have spoken on your life or yourself or your circumstances. You free yourself, and there's this major shift happening, and I love it, and you're free flowing. You also have a spirit guide with you, and it could be this horse energy or a spirit animal that you connect to, Taurus. Taurus, this is the time of your life where you get to do what you really want to do. So Taurus, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to explore at this time? There's something you're going to get really excited about. And this is needed for Taurians, especially if life has been dull lately, especially if you felt like there's no movement. The Knight of Wands is movement forward in this higher direction. You have a higher vision for how you see your life, how you see it playing out, how you see this year playing out, and you just need to stand true in that and go confidently in that direction. There's no going back. Let's open up January once again for Taurus. We got gateway. So yeah, this is like the passageway here. The gateway, the birth canal. I feel like there's a whole analogy about the birthing of a new you, the birthing of a new business, potentially a baby that's part of your life purpose. You're meant to be a mother or father. But overall, this is feeling more symbolic than anything. It's the gateway, the birthing canal of something new. And we have this cool unicorn here. Not often that we see unicorns. So this is something extraordinary that is about to happen in your life, Taurus. This is something extraordinary. And I feel like you're ready for it because of all the challenges you've been through over the past few years. I would say since 2020, Taurus, you were almost primed for this moment here. You had to go through a lot and grow through a lot and go and endure a lot of changes and a lot of endings, maybe a lot of betrayals, maybe a lot of disappointments, a lot of difficulties and challenges you've had to endure lately. For a lot of Taurians, since early childhood. But we're going to bring it back to the present. You've had to endure a lot lately, and this is kind of your... It's like a passageway, but no, there's another word coming through. I'm getting this energy of a rite of passage. You've made it. You've endured. You passed the test, Taurus. You've passed the test, and now you can go through. And it's like you can go through and start to experience what the average person may not experience in this lifetime for whatever reason. Once again, I don't want to start comparing in this reading, especially in a Taurus reading. We don't do the comparison thing around here, but what I'm trying to say is you've been primed for this, you've been prepped, and you're ready to, it's either make a leap of faith or go through this portal to the other side. And then here's this frequency download, higher frequencies I'm getting, and just pure alignment. Okay, pure alignment to what it is you really want. For you to align with it, you have to know what you actually want. That's the thing here, Taurus. So obviously for your highest good, you can always end on that note. But there are some things now that you should know what you want by now. And I feel like you're going to discover them. You're going to get the download. You're going to get the understanding of what you're meant to do, how you're meant to show up. It brings clarity to you with this Judgment and this Anchor card. Something becomes so crystal clear at this point. There's no turning back. So give us more for the month of February for Taurus. Give us more. Okay, you have wisdom and you have enlightenment. And look at this energy here of the Judgment card. And there's sort of like this higher spirit. They look very similar in a sense. Taurus, by you connecting to your highest self, the self that has no fears, the self that is not concerned with the ego's thoughts or beliefs or behaviors, but the highest self within you that connects you to what's beyond your ego self, what's beyond your immediate concerns and troubles and trials and tribulations, what connects you to the galaxy itself or the ocean itself. You're connected to this, I'm getting like this fountain of wisdom and enlightenment in the month of February. That's important to your path. I know a lot of Taurians are, out here on YouTube doing tarot, doing, manifestation videos and whatnot. So there could be this higher frequency coming in that gives you even better downloads, even better advice, even better visions that you can then share with your clients or the people you serve or your community in a sense. Enlightenment and wisdom. This is also an understanding of something. Something becomes crystal clear in the month of February, which helps you to then take something forward. A plan, a strategy, okay? An idea, a business, whatever it is for Taurus. So let's look at the Knight of Wands. This is forward moving. This is moving along. This is taking action. This is surrendering doubt and showing up for something. Being proud of yourself for every step along the way. Taking that first step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. There's that Knight of Wands. Okay, make it simple. That just like really just wanted to show itself. Make it really simple, Taurus. You have big goals. Make them simple. You know how to do that. You know how to kind of offer that kind of advice to other people. So apply it to your own life. Simplicity. Simplicity. Also simplify. If you're doing too much, if too much is required of you, you may need to simplify in order to be more free. Okay? One more card for Taurus here in the month of March. March 2024 for Taurus. Community. So there's definitely some sort of community that you are here to serve, that you are here to connect to be a part of. It's an uplifting community. It's a community of growth, transformation, wealth. I'm seeing the trees, abundance, and just like being able to be you, simplifying yourself, simplifying life, making it easier on yourself too. That doesn't mean you're running away from challenges. No, it's just sort of taking a challenge and making it simple. How can I overcome this? And whatever the download is, you do that thing. Community, okay, this is actually beautiful. Something about this leads to your ultimate freedom in the month of 2024. And I'm seeing financial freedom for a lot of Taurians, especially if you've held on to debt lately. It's time to release that, okay, and focus on what's ahead. There's new beginnings ahead that are delightful, okay, that bring peace, purification, relaxation, flow. Okay, I'm getting so much good energy, inner peace. Healing the chaos of the past and trusting in life. Change. I feel like this is going to be a year where you're really going to thrive. And I don't say that lightly. I feel like Taurus is going to undergo, I feel like, the biggest transformation. One of the biggest. One of the biggest transformations. And that's not always easy, but it'll be worth it, is what I'm getting from the cards. It's not always easy, but it will be worth it. So, since this is a special reading, I'm going to do a love component, where we're just going to get a general love vibe for the next 3 months. Okay, Taurus. So January, February, March 2024. Let's tune in. Let's tap in. Okay, starting with new love. New love coming in January 2024. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. This feels like I'm getting like butterflies in my stomach right now, and it's like, okay, something starts to happen. There's action. New love is stirred. If you are a Taurus who is in a committed relationship, new love could be like new romance is brought into that commitment, new energy. There's maybe a newfound bond that is being formed between you and your partner. Okay, but for a lot of the single Taurians, this is a brand new person. And then in February, it says this could be the one. You already met the person, rather the partner you seek. So this could turn into something pretty beautiful here. We have Children card coming up for March. I know that's a card that's not really related to romance, but there's something about children. Maybe you have children. Maybe there's going to be some sort of blended family in the future. This other person has children. The way I used to read this card and what came up a lot when I did love readings was sort of this tie and this bond. Okay, there's this ribbon and this tie that I see in the two dogs, and there's like this coming together of innocent, pure love. Okay, here, Taurus, this is quite beautiful energy for a love reading or for a love portion. It says positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. For the non-believers out there, who still want love and romance, you have to stay on this positive wavelength. I know it's tiring. I know it's hard. I know you'd rather not, but I see some like a major shift in your love life. I think this is the most positive reading you've ever had in love. So new love, it turns into something pretty sweet, and it's like it's rooted in innocence and simplicity. It's not complicated, right? Complicated love is not the love we're striving for in 2024. We're striving for the free to be yourself kind of love, the loyal love, the love that is simple, kind, pure, compassionate. This is the kind of love that this energy brings when there's some sort of purpose behind it and coming together. So what gorgeous, gorgeous energy, Taurus. Let's get a divine door card for this next 3 months. And then stay tuned because I'm going to actually read this card here. This is the card I really want to get to. But I don't want to forget your divine door. And look what came out. It's the birth card. Remember how I was talking about that? This sort of birthing canal. Look what this says. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. Just look at that for a second. Take this in. I almost want to repeat it just to affirm it out loud. Birth. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. Blessings to you, Taurus. There's a lot of cards that came through where intuitively it just feels like we're onto something major here. A major shift in our lives, a major transformation. Notice how the word gateway is there twice, Taurus. I haven't seen anything like this in a long, long time. This is giving me chills. This feels like hitting the nail on the head here, Taurus. Birth, the Empress. Look at that belly, and look what all the opportunity is that you'll be giving birth to starting the month of January. If you look up your January 2024 reading, it was a profound one. If you haven't checked it out, I'll try to leave the link in the description box because it was amazing. And this is going to kickstart this new fantastic energy coming through. Birth. I feel like you're almost giving a birth to a new self of you. You're getting rid of excuses. You're getting rid of complaining. You're getting rid of what doesn't serve you. You are getting rid of the layers, peeling them off, peeling them away. Okay? Putting endings to what just you've outgrown. You've outgrown what's grown stagnant and dull. Okay? While you're doing this, it's like you're planting new seeds as well, and there's going to be so much growth that is rooted in resilience. Succulents are, like I said, one of the most resilient plants. So let's take a look at what that energy is about. Like I said, this is a new deck, so I'd love to read from this guidebook. All right. Mainly recognized as common houseplants, Succulents are also known for thriving in difficult conditions. They store water in their leaves, stems, and roots, which allows them to thrive long after they've been tended. This card represents the long-term planning, tenacity, and endurance it takes to develop resilience. Take advantage of your own inner reserves of mental and physical resilience in challenging times to remain calm and collected in the face of crisis and confusion. When you tap into this reserve, you are gaining valuable skills and learning important lessons about your limits. This is also the energy of longevity and wanting something long-lasting. Set your intentions for a career, relationship, or situation you'd like to see in the long run. Remember how we spoke about setting intentions and planting those seeds? Let's start doing that the month of January and see where we can take this. By March, I feel like there's going to be some real growth happening, and that's going to be special here for Taurus. It says, keep striving for what has been placed on your heart. Stay healthy by watering yourself with love and care. Despite everything you have endured thus far, you continue to bloom. Isn't that Taurus's specialty? Despite everything you've been through this far, despite everything you have endured, you continue to bloom. You continue to bloom. Heavy is the head who wears the crown. You continue to bloom. Nonetheless, you continue to wear the crown. It's time to put it on, and it's time to now have fun as well. Okay, this children coming through, this card coming through, it's no surprise. There needs to be this element of joy and fun, connecting back to your roots or your true you. What makes life exciting? There's something here about, where did it say that? It says, keep striving for what has been placed in your heart. If something has been placed in your heart, there is a reason. Despite the challenges or the setbacks or the self-sabotage, you still get another chance at this. 2024 is the year where you give birth to a new you, a brand new you, and it's not surprising. I didn't mean to drop the card like that. It's not surprising. This is the year of the dragon coming up here in February. Anything can happen in a year like this. Okay. So additional meanings: enduring love, discovering your inner strength, good fortune is coming your way, current endeavors will be long lasting. I know that's music to Taurus's ears. I know that is music to your ears. Growth sparked by adversity, receiving a gift, making future plans. I'm so happy I read this. I'm so happy I read this because there's our great summary of the reading here. Giving birth to new ideas, to a new you. This is going to be a game-changing year for Taurus. Okay, I know it sounds cheesy. I know we're in the beginning of the year. We're all excited and motivated. But I do believe you're going to be carrying this excitement and passion through at least till March. And I think from March on, it's going to get better. That's my premonition. We'll have to tune back in around that time to see. But I do believe it starts to get better and better and better from here. Is that a possibility? I think it is. I think it's going to be a snowball effect happening starting January. Things are just going to get better and better and better. It's going to be that, that beautiful spiral effect, but spiraling outward and onward. No longer having limits. Think about the ocean and how deep it goes. Think of the galaxy and how many galaxies there really are. Do we really know how vast the universe really is? So sometimes when we're dealing with our mundane problems and our mundane concerns, mundane frustrations that can come up along our path, think about the stars and the galaxies and the planets. How vast the universe is, how diverse the ocean is. Think about larger themes out there in this world. Become the philosopher, the sage of your life. There's more to life than your everyday problems and challenges. I see you bringing in a new frequency of being. There's a regeneration happening that I believe is going to kickstart a next cycle of your life, a cycle of success, well-being, health, wealth, abundance, attraction, and love. You deserve all these things and more, Taurus. You deserve all these things and more. Okay, so where did that birth card go? Right here. Don't forget. Another gateway appears in view. New life is unfolding with blessings to you. Let's go through this. Let's take this journey, Taurus. Let's go through this gateway. I feel like what's on the other side is unlimited potential, okay? And real long-term success here. Some of you are required to take a leap of faith. You'll have to plant the seeds and you'll have to get to know yourself and what you really want at this time. Start scripting your future. Start thinking in advance. I see these as techniques that will work. And maybe learn about alignment here. Maybe you teach about alignment and manifestation. That's maybe a part of the path. Or you're going to find a teacher that their message or the way they put it really clicks and it really sticks and helps you. Maybe they really simplify the whole concept of manifestation. So this is what I have for you so far. I'll be back with more readings along your journey. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. If you're here and you made it here, thank you so much for sticking around. I hope you enjoyed this reading if you did. Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you. I love your comments. I love connecting with you. Remember, this is community building time. Let's connect as fellow Taurians. Subscribe to the channel for more readings, and I'll see you next time. Take care.